All right, in today's episode of A Couple of Gropers, presumptive Democratic presidential nominee and former Vice President Joe Biden holds an 11-point lead over President Trump nationally, according to a new poll. The poll from the Democracy Fund plus UCLA National Nationscape Project, that's a not too commonly used word, is the latest to show Biden pushing for a double-digit lead over the president, including a Fox News poll that was released Thursday. In the Democracy Fund plus UCLA Nationscape survey, 50% of respondents said they would vote for Biden, while 39% said they would vote for Trump. Biden, the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee. But I mean, presumptive, okay, whatever. Just me nitpicking. Led Trump in most demographics, including an overwhelming 24-point lead with female voters. Jesus Christ. Male voters polled slightly in Trump's favor, 46% to 44%. The various male age demographics were split between the pair, with men 18 to 29 and 45 to 64 favoring Biden, while men ages 30 to 44 and 65 plus favoring the president. That is kind of weird. So if they're under 30, they like Biden more than Trump, but if they're over 29 and under 45, they like Trump, and then they go back to liking Biden when they get what? It's usually not that topsy-turvy. They typically have, one person just lead with everyone that's under 40. So that's a little strange. Since the start of the race, Biden has lost some ground with those younger voters while simultaneously holding steady and maybe even gaining some ground with older voters. Robert Griffin, research director for the Democracy Fund Voter Study Group, told USA Today. The news outlet was a researcher in the project. Biden, however, led every age demographic among female voters. So Trump is doing terribly with female voters, which isn't that big of a surprise, but Biden's not exactly, I guess it almost balances itself out where you have a lot of young voters that don't vote. So even if Biden is leading with them, it doesn't matter because they don't show up and they're not enthused. And I guess I'm also part of that group. So he's basically just kind of having a hope that if he can get the women and some of the that other group, that 45 plus, to support him, that'll be enough. And then like little margins within the other demographics that were brought up here. But, like I said, I do think the idea that Biden's just going to lose no matter what is foregone. Same thing with Trump. I said this during the last election cycle, that it could go either way, depending on who plays their cards right.